A guy from the back bays roughed up the moon kid, raving mad, warned me that the moon was gonna bring about the end times. He was flying high on whatever Mac Red grows down there. You leave Martin alone, you monsters, he's my guy. Got a sworn testimony that Mac Red was spotted at the Rest and Go. Not that anyone will corroborate it. Reminder to keep an eye on Gladys. Eject docking records data cartridge.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Okay, good. We should get out of here.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
You hesitated there, Max. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, this all seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Huh, you literally just said you didn't have much faith. You're a weird guy, Max. So have we done everything here now? The logs on Hawthorne's terminal mentioned rumors from the groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon he was researching. Perhaps more details can be found on the station. Another of Hawthorne's logs mentioned looking in Gladys's shop for old records. Apparently the smuggler acquired several leads that way. He's gonna be pretty suspicious if we go back through customs before I've even left. Oh my god. Nailed it.
Were you really in jail, Mr. Max? And you were our vicar?
Yes, but as I've repeatedly said, I was assigned there as a vicar. I was not a prisoner.
I just can't believe you'd lie.
I was not lying. It had no bearing on my ability to minister to my flock, and was therefore not worth mentioning.
Advertisement for the following story.
It's probably gonna be in there, isn't it?
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
I wanted to ask you something else.
What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
What do you do here?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear?
You mentioned groundbreakers outside of the board's control?
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss June Lay.
How do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will.
Why'd the board recall Stella Bay nav keys?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
What makes you think that?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Are there still people down there?
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
Thanks, Gladys.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
I couldn't ask her about it, so I'm pretty sure what I'm looking for is in that safe. I don't much feel like starting a fight or going to jail, so I think I'm leaving it alone for now.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Alcohol is the rain.
Hey, that pad down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading a ship.
Probably another sublight contract haul. Could be drugs, could be bootleg Aetherwave cartridges.
And they're just transferring cargo out where everyone can see.
Legal or not, somehow the company always has its paperwork in order.
Felix?
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again.
At my ship.
Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely got the impression you wanted to join up earlier, but then you just ended the conversation super abruptly. I actually thought you might have been planning on robbing me. You're pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Okay, Felix, consider this your interview.
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
Are you any good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
What's your biggest flaw?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
And just for fun, what's the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust, maybe with a little cream on top? Classic.
Perfect. Literally perfect. You're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
Welcome aboard, Felix. See you inside.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
He left his bags out here. I wonder how he'll react when he realizes I don't pay my crew.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
What you reading, Max?
If I tell you, will you leave me alone?
Probably not. What is it with you and books, anyway?
Some of us like to improve ourselves, Dr. Fenhill.
No, I mean keeping those paper books. You got the data pad. Why waste the cargo space? You one of those people who wears reading glasses to look smart?
In what universe was that a heated discussion?
Something on your mind?
If we're going to work together, I'd like to know more about you.
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
What's a zero-G cocktail?
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not.
Inventive. I like it.
I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
I was hoping to know something more personal about you.
Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it.
Where are you from? How do you get into this line of work?
Aw, come on. That stuff's boring.
Not to me. You're deflecting.
Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance.
Do you have much experience contracting out with other captains?
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
You weren't joking about being a pirate.
What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made.
Your casual outlook on legality.
Gotta figure out how to work that into my aesthetic. Maybe a pair of earrings? I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
That sounds reasonable.
Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long.
Good to see you, boss.
So how do you end up on the Groundbreaker?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
And then you were raised by a pack of sprats, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. Always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
You were a stowaway?
That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than rung leech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the Groundbreaker.
How did you manage?
Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
Felix, you can't just attack your own foreman.
Yeah, I hear you, boss. It sounds like I was out of line, right? Swinging on my own foreman like that. But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
If we have a disagreement, I expect you to be civilized.
Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized, too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
Please, Felix, if I hadn't picked you up, you'd probably be in a prison cell.
Oh, yeah. I had a prison cell back on the Groundbreaker. Carved my name on the wall. I wonder if it's still there. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Bullet-riddled leather jacket. I like it. Signed by two of the greatest players in the league, Kyron and Cameron Fraser.
Hey there.
Where might Parvati be? I want to talk to her.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages? I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say?
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda.
It sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Folks have said the same about me.
I'm sad to hear it, Captain. You seem plenty warm to me, in your way. But yeah, don't feel great, does it? When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder. I guess I just needed to talk. I'm feeling a touch better. Thanks for hearing me out, Captain. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel. Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close, not anymore.
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? Lost Hope?
We just left. Wouldn't it be easier to talk to her about this Isabel person?
Maybe for you. I start thinking about all the things she could say and my guts start crawling up my throat. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
We can do that the next time we're there. We just left though. I'd really like to get some other things done.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Right, so Gladys had this distress call she wants me to check out. Can you play it back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Okie dokie. I'd like to continue our conversation from before.
Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind?
We don't need to discuss Alex directly, but I was wondering how he improved your design.
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
Where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance?
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
The Groundbreaker.
We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
You can take care of that for us, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Great, thanks.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
Well, give me the spiel on the Groundbreaker.
The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with station representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Let's discuss Terra 2.
Where in Terra 2?
Emerald Vale and Edgewater.
Edgewater is the sparkling county seat of Emerald Vale, or it was when first built. Since then, neglect and time have worn away her shiny veneer. The town is near the coordinates where Captain Hawthorne died. It would not be unfortunate if something, like say, a plague, were to wipe Emerald Vale from the face of the planet.
How is Edgewater faring since we left it?
Since you diverted power to the deserters, the botanical lab is thriving. However, Emerald Vale's cannery shut down, leading to a total collapse of Edgewater's population. Thank you, Captain.
What do you think of the townspeople?
You mean the ones who did not answer my distress call with medical assistance, but instead came to issue my injured captain a parking ticket? I'm sure they are wonderful humans who don't deserve to be wiped out by starvation or a devastating plague.
See you later, Ada.
I'll be here.
I'd like to stop by Emerald Vale again, just quickly, to check on a couple of things. Like we never did make sure Higgins got out of the power plant. And we can see how everyone else is doing now as well.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
I should see if I have any messages. Oh, it's Junlay's messages to Parvati. Parvati, I don't do this, ever, so here goes. There's this engine, see, and it hums real nice, like a box of cats playing with mice, but she's coughing and hacking up sludge, 'cause there's a blockage that just won't budge. What's an engine to do? Then this wrencher strides in like a shark, hair all done up and fancy and dark. She feels a spasm in her compression alternator, trembling 'cause it's aching to meet her. What's an engine to do? I've got, 5 more stanzas mapped out. but I'm having trouble rhyming some of the parts, so I'll get back to you on that. We were talking about old friends, you know, and I got to thinking about Isabel. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking. We were a mess. A good mess, but a mess. I'm a better me than I was then. Wanted you to know, even when I drink too much of the old family recipe. You're pretty swell party tea. Damn you insta spell check. Meet my wrench. Too tired, just gonna put my head down for a... Is that it? Dude, this is fine. She's worrying about nothing. Didn't I pick this up already? No. No, I didn't. I never checked this room. Cool. Oi mate, dude bro.
Something busted, Captain?
No, just stop worrying. The message was fine. Hey, you're not gonna be mad at me, right?
Got my sights on you.
I never did explore the landing pad.
Okay, real slick.
I won't steal from him. I've done enough damage to these guys.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What are you babbling about?
The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
I mean, if everything went according to plan, they should have destroyed each other by now. I've got a question for you.
Go on.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially? Unofficially? Strictly between you and me. I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
I'll let you be. What's going on here? People were stood there just like that the last time I was here.
I don't have time for this.
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
Nothing, I guess. I should check on the sick house. I wonder if people are still there.
Edgewater's experiencing what we in the profession like to call a quandary.
Cannery's dead. This is gonna throw a wrench into my actuarial tables.
Why are all the lights off?
The power's out in the whole town. Pipe down.
They're sealed in there.
Hello? Are you still there?
The power's out in the whole town. Pipe down.
Can I get them out? This isn't what I wanted for them. Maybe I made the wrong choice. Well, there's no mechanicals out here. I never got this open either. Looks like they really did all kill each other. Hey man, it's safe to go now.
What's eating you? Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
You're free to go, my dude. You can leave. Ellie, what the heck? Personal space. Boundaries. I had to borrow your copy of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. Radio's been sputtering and I needed the reference. I've returned the copy to the repair bay. Chaos everywhere, mechanicals gone haywire, gunfire, hearing some screams. Oh lore, I think that was someone's leg. Would like to leave early for the day. Please deduct delinquency fee from my pay. Thank you, proud to be member of Spacer's Choice family. Well, Higgins wants to stay here and eat his sprats. All the sick people are trapped in the sick house because I cut off their power. I bet no one even went to join the deserters, did they?
Hey there!
You are welcome here. Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
Thompson was right. All I did was get people killed.